All right, it's August 2nd, 2012. This is Reality Supreme Being, also known as HRM, Cesar St. Augustine de Buenaparte. Not just a presidential candidate. The candidate thing is only that I list my name every 4 years with the Federal Election Commission, because if I don't even have a chance of even being heard about anything. Now, Craig Ferguson has a show late at night, and that's why I have my friend here. Only this is the mate to, I think it's spelled G-E-O-F-F, Jeff. But I call this guy Fudge, because spelled backwards, F-F-O-G-E-G is kind of like Fudge. So it's Fudge. So this guy's name's Fudge. His teeth are the color of, probably the color my teeth will be, all black and bacteriaed and you know, and infected, because there's no Medi-Cal or any free dental clinic that will do implants. There should be socialized medicine in this country. Instead, they have all this nonsense here. I think that camera is off a little, though. There we go. So anyway, this is my friend here, and he's a living example of the alter ego of Jeff on Craig Ferguson's show. Anyway, what? Oh, I didn't know that I'm the twin. But why am I not on television? Oh, this is terrible. See, he's upset already. Anyway, I'm going to go over some things with you right now. Besides Colorado shootings, I've been tagging Colorado shootings since the 21st. All of them are tagged Colorado shootings, and there's part 1, part 2, part 3. The parts are each day that goes by. So if there's a part 1 through 5 on July the 22nd, then it's 5 parts. Then if July 23rd comes along and I only do 2 parts, well, then there's only 2 parts. Now, as you know, I blame the media 100%, and the inefficiency of your ability to find these mental giants to help society stop all these things from happening. So instead, you censor and you steal from these people, actually. These ideas can still be stolen. So anyway, make a long story short, in the news today, for 2 days now, they've done this story about this actress named Cyrus. Her last name's Cyrus. She lives in Studio City. Somebody made a false report, and all the police and SWAT team came out. You know, that happened to me at DeSoto and Hart in May of 2008, and I didn't get any media attention. The whole SWAT team was out there. As a matter of fact, they took it out on me, and they never found the person. The report, the CBS News reports, and they're still in Channel 5 News Local and all the local channels, Channel 9, they all say, they're still trying to trace the number to see if they can find who made that hoax. Well, see, this is where I say what happened to me was not a hoax. What happened to me is a plot by the federal government. One of the people that's suspected of making that call on me is a guy whose dad used to work for the CIA. Who attracted nothing but trouble in 2008 and 2009 everywhere this kid went. The kid was doing drugs, and beyond that, you know, sometimes I say that people on drugs should be helped, but this one, I don't think so. You know, in January, a couple of years ago, some school police officer shot himself. He's now in jail, I think, or whatever, and they locked down 9,000 kids, and there was a big hoop-de-doo about it, and that was false, too. And the news played it up, and the police department even released a sketch, a composite sketch of the alleged perpetrator. Where did they get the sketch from? The guy never existed. It was all fake. So you tell me what's really going on. What's really going on is scams. Scams on people. Scam by the Anaheim Police Department, killing the kid and then scamming. Scamming with the schizophrenic who got killed in Fullerton. I mean, I could go on talking and talking, and that's why this society has so many breaks in psychology. These people, normal people that might never break because of all these crazy things that go on. And they get away with it, which is really sad. I mean, the government gets away with it. What did you say? The government gets away with it?
Really? The government gets away with it? Wow, that's interesting. That's no news to me. They've done that for decades. Maybe even more than 100 years. What about the Bilderberg?
Well, yeah, that's another story. Anyway, fudge. Anyway, so my problem is that, like I said in my other tapes, you know, I'm sitting on death row. I'm just waiting to die. I'm not seeing any doctors for any ailments that I have now. I'm purposely not going because it's no use in living. It stops, the reason for living stops when you take a person's, everything they've worked for more than 30 years, their property, their homes, their valued possessions, when you force them into making decisions that they never would have made if you just left them alone. No, you pay all that attention to all this guy who shot himself at the schools here in Woodland Hills and then said it was a perpetrator. And then the Cyrus thing over here just yesterday, and the police squat team is all there. Squat team. I don't call them SWAT team. I call them squat team. Anyway, as far as I hate every police department. It doesn't matter. They're all evil. All of your government is evil. It doesn't matter. You all have a collective America, United States of America. You all pay taxes. You all kill innocent children in other countries just to fill your gas tanks up. Sorry. There's no excuse for that, and there's no forgiveness for that. Cops will put bumper stickers on their things saying there's no excuse for domestic violence. I said, why do you have to separate that tag? Why does that tag have to say there's no excuse for domestic violence? I've noticed that a lot of those tags have disappeared off the cop cars because I made a big thing about it. No excuse for domestic violence. They separate, see, classes of violence. He says, why should it be? Why should you just say there's no excuse for violence? Period. Why do they have to single out domestic violence? See, this is where I say your society is evil. It's nothing. It's no good. There's not one person in 3 years has come to my rescue, come to help me. And now the only help I'll accept is to get me and whatever unvaluable stuff I have left out of this crappy country. And nobody's going to show up for that. So you purposely are keeping me prisoner here. You, the private citizen, you, the public citizen, you, the business citizen, you, the citizen that's sitting in offices of political power, you people are all evil. Your whole country's evil. It deserves a huge meteor the size of Texas. That's what the United States of America deserves. Not just because of what they've done to me, but because of the hypocrisy that they practice, the insanity of hypocrisy they practice every day. So, but does anybody listen to me? No, they don't. Who cares? YouTube, you've got hundreds of thousands of people, maybe millions, all over the planet going on YouTube. I listen to some people from France. There's a few people, aspiring singers and stuff, and I listen to some of them. They sound pretty good. There's a little more practice, they'll really get better. But you got people all trying to do something with their life. And YouTube could be a valuable tool for that. Instead, it's so varied, it's so overpopulated now that who's going to listen to somebody like me who's ranting and raving? Well, yeah, a few people are going to listen.